So, have you ever wondered why you're here? Have you ever wondered what your life is for? Have you ever wondered if you're going to leave a legacy? Well, come with me. It's June 2001, and I'm in the London borough of Newham. And I'm in a big office building, and my manager has called me for a meeting. A bit unusual, and I can see him coming. He's about 6'6" and of Nigerian origin, and really such a jolly guy with his dreadlocks and so on. But I see him coming, and he's not looking too happy. He asked me to step into his office, which is a bit unusual. Phyllis, he looks down at me through his dreadlocks. You've done a really good job with this computer program for women that you put, well, others as well in the community that you put in the primary school. It's really made a huge difference. However, I've got some bad news. You know, we were hoping to have this for 3 years, but they've pulled the plug on us on the funding. Mekor, what do you mean? We worked so hard to get this set up. They guaranteed us funding, and now, you mean it's over? Have you ever felt like you've had the rug pulled out from under you? So I didn't know where to go. So I started looking for other contracts, and not to much avail. But now it's December 2001, and I'm at a conference with my partner John in the south of France. And it's a big conference room, people from all over the world, and there's a buzz of excitement in the room because someone special is coming. And of course, there's a lot of French people there as well. Really exciting. And in walks a man, fairly small, brown face, and he's wearing a white long tunic with a stand-up collar, white trousers, a bit unusual for December. And he steps up to the podium. I'm Professor Yunus from Bangladesh and Grameen Bank. And he starts speaking with such conviction and such commitment. I'm really listening. And then I hear him say something special. Women deserve to be seen and heard. And a way of doing that is with microfinance. And I get goosebumps. And I go back to the time when I was a U.S. Peace Corps volunteer in Guatemala from 1965 to 1967. And I founded the first women's weaving group in the country. We took the designs of the women that you can see in this blouse, and we made products, smaller products, because this takes 3 to 4 months to weave. And the women and I together worked, and we learned marketing, we learned sales, product development. And not only did they benefit themselves, but they called women from the outlying areas as well and included them, got bank accounts. And I realized that I wanted to go back to my calling again and work in microfinance. Well, it wasn't easy. At first, like my partner John said, you don't really have the skills to work in this area. And banker said, what do you know about finance? And my sister said, well, why don't you just stick to what you've been doing with education and technology and working in London? Well, then I got a break, and I started working with Planet Finance and developing training courses in China and India, and a course in Ghana as well, developing a curriculum. And then along came 2005, the UN Year of Microcredit. And so I got invited to be the coordinator for the UK team. And we brought together parliamentarians, media, corporates, NGOs, and a lot of community members as well. All wanted to see how they could boost microfinance in the UK and globally. It wasn't easy all the time to get people working together because there was distrust, but throughout that year, we really succeeded. And in fact, we won awards from the United Nations and also the World Bank. We were one of 13 countries out of 125 that took part that were awarded excellence. And then out of that, we founded the Microfinance Club. And we kept on having events. And I developed training courses for professionals who came to me and said, we want to know how to use our skills to make a difference. And we also developed microfinance training in many countries, in China, in India, as well as in the slums of Kenya, training people in the slums to be trainers of other enterprise people who were using microfinance. And then later, I developed a program at the University of Nottingham called the Social Impact Game, so that students could work together with corporates, with NGOs, and other community groups to learn how to do social impact projects. And we won awards for that. And today, I have a tech company called Innoviva Tech, and we are developing a platform assisted with AI called Opportunity Matcher to match SMEs with funding opportunities. Again, another form of financial inclusion. So that's why I love nothing more than working with professionals and with organizations to know and to learn how they can make a difference with their work, which is what we have been doing with the Financial Inclusion Forum and what we're doing now with this Opportunity Matcher platform. So at the beginning, I asked you a question. What is your life for? And I believe that by living your purpose, each of us can make a difference through improving the lives of other people in a measurable way.